www.convo.com playoff track.
What is happening, everybody? Welcome to another video about not just Manchester United. Luckily this time I'm here for the Premier League roundup with my man Saeed, United Central. You've seen a lot of us too this weekend.
Oh, mate.
You've heard this guy going on in the middle of one of my match reviews in the background doing his fan cam. That's gone viral. Don't forget to check that out. Go check out United Central. Link in the description below as always. But there's plenty of videos to watch from us two over the week. I think we both went trending and viral at one stage or another this weekend, mate, simply because we just lost our shit.
Yeah, that's
completely with our club. And we're going to start the Premier League roundup obviously with United and the shambolic performance that we've seen yesterday. There's only so much more you want to hear because you've heard say
there's so much more to give, man. You know what I mean? It was just today going into work, mate, was absolutely hard, mate.
The day after does not change anything or any mind, does it? I said it on the video before. I just said, looking back at it now, has anyone actually gone back on what they thought or said on the day? And for me, everything sticks exactly the same way. Yeah,
still raw. Everything's still raw for me. I could just, you know what I mean? I could just see going back now, Newcastle yesterday, and the way the team just fell apart, man. After the goal, they never looked like scoring before the goal, and they never looked like scoring after the goal. How bad is that as a football club?
It's worrying.
There's no, you know, there's no urgency anymore. There's no willing to get the goal. And if you're looking for Ashley Young as inspiration, Pereira, Rashford, Fred, for me, it's diabolical, mate. Absolutely diabolical. This football club has become from top to bottom. It's just not the manager. Top, they all need to go. Manager out of his depth. Players not good enough. We need a whole rebuild. If you're taking out that team, and I said that sell all the players. I don't mean sell all the players. I was in the moment. But Wan-Bissaka, Adam Maguire, Twanzebe, and do you know what, mate? Do you know what? Sell the rest, mate. Sell the rest.
Would you keep the hair for the sake of him being?
Oh, mate, I don't know.
Just to keep him, we need better positions to sort at the moment.
So them three, mate.
Priority,
them three, I'd keep a team, a base of team around them. The rest, mate, sell the whole lot of them, mate. Sell the whole lot. They are average. If you're telling me, three players you'd only keep in that team, something is wrong, mate. Something is wrong. And do you know what, It's really, really
inept performance.
Just from the first minute. Fred getting a yellow card from the third minute.
And Tomlin giving it away in the first seconds set the tone. Crowd went up. They got behind their team. It's like, don't give them any encouragement. They're at rock bottom. They're worse than us. So what do we do?
Give them all away.
Possession. Give them encouragement.
And there's no signs of any clear pattern. Manager clueless again. No identity. Playing a 4-3-2-1, 4-3-3. You don't know what it is now, Adam. No. You just don't know what it is. You're looking at the team and you're thinking, you know what we're playing? What kind of formation we're playing? It's nothing. And then when we go 4-4-2 and it's a bit positive, it's too late. And then they score a goal from.
You're going to get scared. You know what's worrying though? We went 4-4-2 and it looked more encouraging. Because we sort of opened up gaps that Newcastle couldn't handle. But literally, as soon as we went to it, 5 minutes in, we conceded the goal. And now you're thinking straight away, Ollie's going to go, can't do it anymore now. We've got to go defensive again. Van Gaal did it when we got smashed by Leicester. We were playing fantastic football up to that Leicester game. We got beat, was it 5-3?
5-3, 5-2. But even that was
and then he just went into his shell. But you take that game every week.
You know what? I take it. You know what I mean? At least then, you know what I mean? You can outscore your people.
You know you've got something, you're going to fight and go for a goal. But right now we just don't look like we want to score or even take a chance on scoring. You guys know exactly what we feel about that game. There's no need to go into it. The only thing I've got to add to that is that United get stinker of the week because that it was close with Spurs, don't get me wrong.
But United,
Newcastle, who are in the pits, Brighton, new manager, 5-0 promises.
5-0 they lost last weekend.
Exactly, mate. There's no excuse for United not breaking that away duck yesterday for me. I said it before, you all heard what I said. Saeed's gone off on his, you heard Aaron, you heard our kid, we all said the same. Flex, everyone was there yesterday. Not one person had an ounce of encouragement from that game apart from Axel, who in a bad situation shone above the other crap. But I'm not going to go on too much about United. You've all heard that, and obviously I've done the video before this one about getting back to you guys because you smashed my inbox yesterday while I was driving home. I just couldn't even get through the messages. There was that many people upset, and mate, everyone was agreeing with the relegation thing.
Easy.
It was a 95-5 in you're right, we're in relegation trouble.
Yeah, because you look at the
That's where we're
fixtures, Liverpool, then Norwich away. This is relegation. This is relegation football. Forget relegation battle.
6 pointer against
football,
Norwich.
mate.
There we go.
Who would have thought 6 point against Norwich?
So, talking about Norwich, they're going to be our next game, and
they got battered,
wow, mate. When you're down your luck, and you have that many injuries, these games are going to happen, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're still trying to play the football. You've got to give them some sort of credit for that, sticking to the morals. But
Villa just absolutely trapped.
Sometimes you've got to launch that ball long, haven't you, and keep it out of harm's way.
Villa came in with a game plan. They knew Norwich had to play football, but you know what, mate? It was an absolute stinker. You know what I mean? That guy up front got a few goals. I thought Grealish was unbelievable in that game, and that last goal topped it off on me, the curler.
McGinn, you know what, again, mate? McGinn just looks like a player. McGinn.
I'd have him at United.
Yeah, mate.
These are the kind of players where they can, you know what? Yeah, in a 4-3-3 McGinn. Imagine 4-3-3 in McGinn on the left hand side of the free. You need to have something about you as a midfielder. If you're not going past that halfway line, McTominay and Fred. You know what I mean? But you got McGinn ready to run behind and create havoc. You've got to create havoc. You've got a risk take, and that's what McGinn's done. But Norwich, that result from that Man City game looks far away.
3-4 bad defeats in a row now, I think. It's 3 in a row now in the league, and it doesn't look well. I know they've got us in a couple of international breaks coming at the right time for Norwich. Hopefully them boys can get some players back fit.
Well, then they'll beat us.
You need it. You know what I mean? But credit to Villa, they'll still put them away and looking more than comfortable in the Premier League. Good to have them back. I fear going there myself now, I really do. But yeah, you've got to say, Norwich, at least you didn't get stinker of the week.
Exactly.
And you still got beat 5-1 and didn't get that.
Fair play to Villa as well. They're looking decent as well.
Credit where it's due. Moving on, that was a good game to watch probably. Probably the worst game of the weekend was Watford against Sheffield United.
Mate. That miss from Andre Gray, bloody hell, mate.
Shocking.
That will be easily the miss of the season, miss of the last few years, mate. That was a simple.
There's no excuse for that, is there? I mean, I think that's just like absolute lowest of the low in confidence to miss a chance like that.
Easy, and then obviously they scored that goal. I reckon they would have won that game, but you know what, mate? Watford are down and out, mate. No league wins.
I know. I do feel like
we'll be there with them, though.
Yeah, I know. I feel like Sheffield United will do better against the bigger teams this year. I'd say around the 8th in the league up sort of teams, whereas the ones at the bottom, it seems to struggle. Southampton, you know what I mean? But they always seem to, and you got to give them credit for, they just look like they've got a plan. They do. You know what you're going to get. You know what you're going to get. They were unlucky against Liverpool last week, and you know if you're not getting absolutely smashed and turned over by teams like Liverpool, you've got something about your setup.
Exactly.
And they have got something in place there that's working so far. They're still holding their head above water, and credit again to another promoted team. All 3 of them we've mentioned already. And Norwich unlucky, but still, when they get their players back, they're still going to be forced.
I reckon they will do.
And I think they'll be safe, me. I do. I'm not worried for Norwich for some weird reason.
No. I think they've got enough quality in there to win their home games. Home games are going to be the key for them.
Yeah, and going on to that, a team that was promoted not too long ago, Brighton, close to Spurs, close with getting that stinker of the week as well.
That Connolly, mate, Connolly.
Wow, what a
90 years old, 90 years old, mate.
Deserves credit. That was what you would call tearing a defence a new one, mate. That was
that third goal, though, mate. What the third goal that Brighton got, man? What is Alderweireld doing, man? Showing him on his right.
He is.
You do one thing as a footballer. You do. If you learn. You got a winger, show him on the left.
You learn. I was a defender, and I knew the basics. You knew what foot your forward was, or the player playing against you. You took him the opposite way. It was simple.
Easy, and then he's got nothing to work on.
It just shows you how bad the setup is at Spurs at the moment, and we talked about cohesion. I don't think that's an issue at the moment. It's just unwillingness to listen and do the basics. The lazy now, Spurs.
Exactly. You look at Lloris, you know what I mean? Obviously, wish him well on his injury, but that was a shocking.
We were talking a lot of United players. United fans talking about getting Pochettino in, but I'm listening to Spurs fans slaughtering Poch at the moment.
I know. He's looking clueless. He's playing Aurier now. He's
playing Lamella ahead of Mora.
Exactly. I mean, Mora for me.
Lamella plays every week.
Exactly. I mean,
and you've seen how the half-heartedness that he showed that was brought up in defensive duties, Lamella. I mean,
and he got Vertonghen and Ericsson, still something going on there. You never know. It
all went wrong when he dropped Mora and put Kane in for the final. It seems to have gone downhill since then.
There. And then, you know what I mean? I don't know what Lucas has done, but mate, he needs to start, man. You know what I mean? But that's the same with us. At least they've got. I reckon Tottenham will bounce back. It's just you know what I mean? It's just a matter of low form, and when they battered Crystal Palace 4-0. Would you ever do that? Like have a game where we have a few games off form?
No. You know he's got something. There's something there.
They've got world class striker, and they've got good.
You feel like you're a team meeting away from getting it right with Spurs, don't you?
That's it.
And get together. Whereas United, it's just clueless.
Full-on crisis, mate.
Yeah, nowhere near. I'm listening to Spurs fans talking about. I'm like, I'd swap with you right now.
Yeah, easy.
I would swap with you right now.
Easy.
Anyway, that was Spurs. Close to stinker of the week, but not quite there.
Yeah.
You weren't as bad as United. I'm telling you now, Spurs fans, you wasn't. And credit to Brighton, though. They needed that win. And to take it against Tottenham, that's going to give him a lot of confidence going forward, and definitely feeling like they're going to have enough.
First game at home, first win at home since the start of the season or something like that. Bloody hell, mate.
Moving on to another manager in crisis. We're getting them all out of the way early. And that's Silva at Everton. Whoa, man, what is going on with that team?
You know what? That red card, though.
It was unlucky. No, it wasn't a red card for Coleman.
It wasn't a red card.
It was two unlucky challenges.
Yeah, it was two lucky challenges.
And then he jumped for the ball, and it wasn't even a full-on arm.
No,
it was just a bit late.
It was a late, but then again, if you're rash, yellow card, you're on a yellow card already. You know what I mean? It's difficult to do that.
He probably knew while he was in the air that he was going before he even touched the guy.
That's why, you know what I mean, there wasn't much of a complaint. But Burnley again, digging in.
Wow,
that's what they do.
Top six, man.
That's what they do, though. They win their home games and they get a few draws away from home.
Exactly that.
Not the best team, not the glamorous team. They play a 4-4-2, flat 4-4-2, and
two
they get
big boys up front and get it done.
That's it,
done. So yeah, I mean, Everton.
It's underrated, man. You know, that manager. Yes, I'm not people hate him, and I hated him last season when he came to Old Trafford and he was like wasting time and all that. But you know what, mate? They come here and they do a job, and that's what they do.
Do you reckon there's any other team in the Premier League that take a dash?
I don't know, mate.
Style of football. It just seems to fit at Burnley, doesn't it?
Yeah,
you know
but then every team's looking for that kind of like good
but then
football.
You say that, you say he might be a good fit at Everton, but then we've seen how they treated Big Sam, who's very, very similar.
Exactly.
In tactic wise.
You know what I mean?
I'm not saying Sam's as good as Dyche, but Dyche has everything on a plate. He's comfortable at Burnley. Yeah, you take Dyche out of his comfort zone, which away from Burnley is, then we might see a different story. But I just think he's fit there at Burnley, and I don't think he can move.
No, he can't.
People say he deserves a shot at bigger club. I just don't think he's got
definitely not
the capability to do it.
No,
there's no disrespect. I just don't think. I just think he's got it made there, and it suits him. It suits them fans. They love him.
Yeah, 100%. No.
Credit.
I think he's not been nice. I think he could be sacked before. First manager was sacked, and I think he'll be happy soon, mate. I think David Moyes is lined up as well, which is crazy.
Oh man, it's crazy. They'll probably get their first win in ages with David Moyes against us, mate. Won't it? Just to rub salt in the wound.
Yeah, easy.
Oh Christ, God knows. Right, moving on. That's the Everton in trouble. Relegation zone. We're talking about relegation fight, but they're in it. They're actually in it with us now.
We've got Goodison Park soon as well. It's like, you know what I mean?
Between us, we spent about 300 million this summer, and we're both rock bottom, basically.
Rock bottom, exactly.
Rock bottom, mate. So next game, we talked through Watford, West Ham, and VAR. Crystal Palace. Wow, West Ham were on top, mate. They were on top of that game. They looked like there was only going to be one winner, to be honest, and it just, you know what, Palace just pulled it out the bag in the last. And credit to us, and again, the dinosaur is doing it.
Again, similar to the other manager, Burnley manager, Royce, he plays 4-4-2, rigid formation. You know, they stay compact, and that's how they stay in the game. And they got Van Arnold, scores goals. You know what I mean? And you know what, mate? I thought VAR, it's offside, mate, again. But then I was thinking, is that guy in the far corner not active in the play? I'm not sure, you know what I mean? It was a good end, but still, credit to Crystal Palace. And now, look at West Ham. There were frailties in that team, and what did we do? We gave it on a plate for them.
Look at Palace and West Ham now. We've been done by both of them. Both of them have left us in the dust.
But when it's Man United, it's the biggest game of their career. But these players don't realise that. Our players don't realise Herrera's and Matters. They don't know that.
They're being brought through. The young players are being brought through into our team with like mediocrity and acceptance that that's good enough.
Exactly.
So they're never going to be able to get themselves up. It needs big characters at our club, and teams like Palace and West Ham, we've seen it before. They've walked through us, mate. we've walked through us because we're jelly-centred and we haven't got a backbone.
Exactly.
That's where we're at right now with that. So, yeah,
We're
again,
in for Chris Palace top 4 now.
Loving it for
top 4, is
Hodgson.
it?
Yeah, I think they are now. I think just behind Arsenal.
Who would have thought that, man?
I think it's Arsenal and
this is going to be the most mismatched Premier League table you'll ever see ever.
It is. And talking about top, mate, they keep rolling, don't they, Liverpool?
Keep going.
It's
But what is Albrighton thinking of? I know it's a soft penalty and all that, but you just don't put your leg in there.
Suck at him, didn't it?
Yeah, that's what you did.
Suck at him.
Exactly. You know what I mean? It's a clever play by Mane, but you just don't do that. As a player, you know, in the dying minutes, do not put your leg in there.
I'm actually glad. I mean, I'm not glad about a lot about Liverpool, but I'm happy now that Mane is the one getting the headlines because I think he's better than Salah.
Oh mate,
he's a better player than Salah.
I think he's probably the best in the Premier League right now.
His pace, my God! I watched him in the week in the Champions League, and for that first goal, what a move! I couldn't believe the pace. I'd give anything to see that sort of attacking intent in our team.
Trust me.
And I don't like to talk. Well, I'm a United fan. I don't like bigging up Liverpool and that, but I'm only going to give credit when it's due, and the way they
I think they're running away with the title. Obviously, we'll talk about what happened at the other game.
We're coming on to that one next.
Yeah, City, mate. Bloody hell, mate. What an orange shot. Otamendi, mate. Did you see that tackle he put in there? That is shocking. How on earth are you doing that, right in your edge of your box, and you're just
we all said it, didn't we, mate? In the games that they came through the game all right, City, but when Laporte went down injured and we knew it was a knee injury, we all went, oh what? There's a title deciding, and it just shows without De Bruyne again. They're not quite the same
team, though.
They're not. He is an absolute world-class superstar.
He had a good game. He had a good game. The keeper, Patricio, but that second goal, man, Traore, bloody hell, mate, he's coming out with the guns now, right wing back. Bloody hell, mate.
We were looking at that game, weren't we? We were saying, hey, it's a game where Traore's going to get found out here. And we're like,
exactly what I said it really.
Oh dear, we've just been put right in our
I just saw the 2 goals.
The guy turned up. He had a defensive performance, shut out Sterling.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say shut out, but did and held his own.
Yeah, easy.
And then when needed up front, put the work in, got the 2 goals. Massive credit because Wolves back-to-back wins, and then all of a sudden, after 5 straight, no results.
Losses,
6
draws.
I think even. Now they won the last 2. Man, looking good again.
And then now they've got Europa League for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
If they can beat their game when they come back against Newcastle, they come back straight away. It's no Europa League. They win that game, and then next thing you know, you know what?
Laughing all the way, aren't you?
Yeah.
So massive credit to Wolves. They take the performance of the weekend because
easy
for the stick that Espirito Santo's been getting from Wolves fans after the bad start, which I could not believe. Because I've been to Wolves every time since they've been back, and they blast out his name in the stands. They love him there, and I couldn't believe what I was hearing on the radio with some of them. Again, armchair supporters, slagging off managers. Give him time. He's took you up. He kept you there. You can see it.
I thought they were struggling this season, but you know what? They've come out now, and if they can get a good run,
just got to get used to getting that Europa League football. Once you get in, get through the right next 4 games. Because he didn't play. Is it Jota who didn't play?
Jota, no.
Didn't even play. You know what I mean? That's a managerial decision, that's a tactical one, and you can see what he's doing with it, and that's the difference. You've got a manager there who knows his squad, who knows every single player in that squad, and he put it out perfect. City had chances, they were a bit wasteful, but you got to take what comes.
You got to take exactly. That's what I would say. You got to take what comes.
Performance of the week by a mile. Moving on to Arsenal. My God, I didn't watch this game because we were on the way pretty much around Newcastle, but by all accounts it was 5 minutes of Arsenal, early doors, quite average looking goal for Luiz, his first for the club, and then diabolical in the second half, I heard. I don't think I've heard any Arsenal fan disagree.
Bournemouth They've got to do more away from home. You can't rely on your own.
I think Eddie Howe said that himself, to be honest, from what I've heard on his interviews and that. He says we need to be in there because you've seen what Wolves did to City. Any team can beat anyone. We've got to be in there ready when them days come, because Arsenal played in the week.
I know.
You know what I mean? The extra game, they look lazy. that was a chance for Bournemouth, and I think they will be more disappointed.
Yeah, 100%.
Because Arsenal look at that and they'll go, well,
exactly.
we come back from Europa League, win the international break, we're third in the league, just behind City, and we're like, what are we moaning about?
Exactly.
I'm like,
and then now we've got Bournemouth, we've got coming up soon, and they'll probably batter us.
God, yeah, they'll see us coming, all right, I tell you. Yeah. And then the last game of the weekend, well, it wasn't the last game of the weekend, but we've already touched on United, and that is the nightmare, Ollie's nightmare. Why do we say that? Because Frank Lampard is implementing everything that Ollie Solskjaer promised.
Exactly.
He is making Solskjaer look pathetic at the moment.
Yeah, he is.
What he's doing.
And people say, oh, there's no pressure down there, but you know what, mate? You still got to prove why you need to get the money next season. Because you know what thing is like, Abramovich, he'll sack any manager in a minute. So he's got to prove that why should he have the money for next season. So I still believe it's still a pressure job for Lampard. He's got to prove that he can be the manager next season with the right budget if he gets it, you know what I mean? So now he's doing what? A limited budget, getting a fluid football. And do you know what? Just show. We had Southampton, should have absolutely battered them. We had 1-0 chance. We had a 1-0 goal from James. We should have went in there again, but we didn't. So what happens now? Same old again. And
you know what? Now, mate, I tell you what, we all know that Lampard is a very, very smart man.
Yeah.
His IQ is he's up there. He's a very, very clever man, and his football IQ is up there. You can see straight away. 2 months he's been in the job, and you know what he's doing.
Seriously.
I'm thinking they've got Loftus-Cheek to come back.
They've got identity. United have got no identity. Lampard's brought a philosophy.
He's rotating it perfectly.
Easy, and you know what I mean. He's giving everyone a chance. The fluid in the middle. Kante's really, really helping them.
Back in his position where he should be.
Exactly.
No messing around. No square pegs in round holes.
Jorginho's looking like the player that he signed. You know what, man?
Can't even get in.
Yeah.
The one player that
60 million they bought him for.
You don't need him.
Do not need him. We're heavily relying on, 50 million Freddie.
When you've got players like Kovacic and Pulisic coming on, you've got Loftus-Cheek to come back, and you're already 3-1 up. Mate, Giroud can't get on the pitch.
Exactly.
That's why he comes on and grabs a fourth.
Got fourth, and he's ahead of him now in the chopping block.
Options everywhere, mate. I'm thinking, whoa, and now Zuma looks like a player.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Every one of them are
from the ranks, isn't it? Or they bought him a couple of years ago.
Yeah, man. It's depressing to watch for us, but you can only give credit to the teams and the managers. They're Chelsea fans are the happiest they've ever been right now. I can guarantee it.
Easy.
Because they've got a manager who they love, a man who they love, and he's actually performing as well. He's looking like a manager. As a proper setup, but. That's it. When you've got the right man and who plays the right plays in the right positions, you've got a chance. Keep the basics simple. Make sure you do them well and build on top of that. Don't try and be clever too soon. And he's not done that, and he's working well for Chelsea. And they look like they're set for that top 4, mate. I'd be confident as a Chelsea fan of making it now. In top 4.
He's without doubt, and it's very, very sad.
That's it for the Premier League roundup. So that's this weekend and this period of game done and dusted, mate. One I want to forget about very, very quickly. I'm actually looking forward to the international break. I don't know. There's nothing else we can say about United. When we come back, it's a away nightmare. I'm talking away nightmare for United because we've got Chelsea, Partizan, Norwich, Bournemouth, all in this next period. At the home games, Liverpool at home, can't see us winning that one. And then maybe I think it's Villa.
Partizan home and then Chelsea away?
Oh no, Partizan away first.
Damn.
I know. That's how bad it is. Partizan, everything's away from home in the next few games, and we know what we're like away from home. So don't forget, if you want to get some more info on the tactics, or if you can call them then, about that United game, don't forget, link in the description, United Central, me and Said have just broke that down again. If you can call it breaking it down, we've just gone into sort of critique meltdown mode again slightly, but yeah, after the dust has settled, where are you at, where are you feeling? Other fans, obviously you're all on there, you all subscribe to the channel. Do you agree with me and Saeed? Are they the performances of the weekend? There's a few good ones and a lot of stinkers. I'm not even going to go into them again because you all know what I feel about them. Anyway, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Saeed, your socials, mate?
Yeah, mate, on Twitter, realist_187, and on YouTube, United Central. Check me out on there, mate.
Link in the description below. Like I said, as always, we've got a nice little break coming up, but when we come back, oh my God,
Liverpool.
It is going to hit the fan, mate. Something has to give, and this could be the month, November. You know what, mate? Won't put it past something to happen exactly at the same time that it did for Mourinho, mate.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to picture in my head now which team it is. I'm pretty certain it's City.
Yeah.
You know what? It's building up to that. I know it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, people, enjoy your break. You've earned it. Watching United, you've definitely earned it. Anyone who's at a club, supporting a club who's doing well, enjoy it even more. I take it where you've got it, mate. Believe me, that's what I'd say.
Yeah, true.
Checking out, nice one, people. Thanks for tuning in. I will catch you later on in the week when we will be. I don't know what we'll be doing, mate, but we'll be doing something.
We'll do something.
Nice one, guys. See you later.
Yeah, peace.